Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between our visitors and the New York Jets. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by the 5th overall pick in this year's draft. That was Mason Graham.
A gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
Play fake, it's Richardson. Throw left side, Taylor has it. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. He's got the punt. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Throw right side, caught by Fannin. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down. Another one for Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. First give of the game here to the former Cincinnati Bearcats. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take the lead on the first play of the drive.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jets 7, Browns nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. On the run, deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Caught, nice gain left side. He does it, touchdown! The Browns cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Is on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stuffs him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. That's caught, it's Breece Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Ready! Striking 18! Panther 60! Panther 60!
To throw, Richardson. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's go now. Warriors 7, 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Cardinal. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing again, Richardson. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Round 7. Daniel Carlson set
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! And that is a touchdown! The Browns can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Wangu on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. Galloping inside the 40. Garrett Wilson. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Caught on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 2nd quarter lead. So Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game.
Set to kick
so after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. This will end up as a touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That one's complete right side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Brought in right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns first down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Running the draw here with Judkins. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
In the red zone now. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Brings up second and 1 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No luck finding his receiver that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Chased out to his right. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. 1st and goal, Judkins. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Throwing is Mahomes. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Browns tie it in the final minute of the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Wangu now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Set. Ready.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw, here's Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
60, let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. $19 Lions.
Throw here, third down. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Schmidt connects, and that'll push their lead to 4.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Wangu now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Browns first down. Working quickly here. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He's got it over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow.
On the give, here's Judkins. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. He finds space, middle of the field, and he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Schmidt tacks on that extra point. And the Browns drive their lead to 11.
31. Jets 20.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Wangu now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with ball. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
And 7.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete from the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. It's caught by Wilson. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll throw again. Richardson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw again. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly you get to third and long.
Let's run it real quick so I can fucking go play my NBA 2K League games.
you.